lovies, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I'm Tori and I do a lot of beauty, writing and creative content on this channel. So if you want to join, press a button if you want to. So today's video is going up on Valentine's Day, and I did have a whole other video filmed, and then I realized halfway through editing it that I absolutely despised it and decided to scrap that whole thing. So today we're gonna do a little bit of a shorter video, more of like a ASMR type of video. Don't worry, I'll still talk to you occasionally. I might do a little bit of a voiceover, depending how much time I have to edit it, but it's literally the day before that this is supposed to go up, so
we'll see.
Let me tell you what we're gonna be doing. A little notepad here. Right, so the plan for today is to write a love poem. Then I want to basically put that love poem in an envelope, but I want to make the paper that it's going to be written on look old and disheveled, so we need to do that. We need to paint the envelope. I want to put a little rose on the envelope, and then obviously I want to write my finalized love poem onto the envelope. It's going to be a very creative kind of thing. I've always loved writing love letters. I have, however, not really ever written a poem, so this is going to be fun to kind of see where I'm going, but you guys will see my whole process and whatnot. I'm in my pajamas, but I am wearing a pink headband, so that's Valentine's enough for me. Thank you for your time. Let's get into that. Starting right off the bat with just doing some planning and preparation for writing the poem. So because it is about my boyfriend and for my boyfriend, I'm going to be writing down a few things that I love about him first. So I wrote down some physical attributes of him and some things in his personality that I liked, and then I picked one that I thought would be nice to write a poem about. One of the things that has always stuck out to me about him is how beautifully blue his eyes are, and so I decided to write a poem about the color blue and how the meaning of the color blue has changed to me as I got to know him and fall in love with him. So here I'm just planning a couple verses of the poem and what it's going to sound like and how it's going to flow, and just trying to put together a cohesive thing. Now it's time to abuse a piece of paper. So I essentially mixed, I think it was 3 teaspoons of coffee with a little bit of warm water, and I just mixed that up because that's what we're going to be using to stain the page. Then I just tore out a piece of paper from my notebook and I cut it in half and shortened it a little bit because I didn't want it to be so long, because my poem was not that long. And then I'm essentially just wham bam slapping that stuff on there, and then I'm going to be using a hairdryer to dry it, and you'll see it comes out really nicely. But you got to remember that you do have to actually turn the page over, because if you don't, the other side of the page is just going to be like a normal page that looks like someone spilled a little bit of coffee on it. So yeah, you're going to want to do that. And now I'm just using a candle to burn the edges, just to give it that, like, I don't know, old look. It's been around for a while and it's written in history. I don't know. And now of course it is time for some art. So I decided to draw a rose. Technically not draw, I don't know, what do you do with oil pastels? Do you draw? Do you paint? I suppose it is drawing because you're not using a paintbrush, you're using the actual thing. I don't know. Anyway, so I drew a rose and I really loved the way that they came out. They're not hyperly realistic in any way, and it was really nice getting loose with the style of using oil pastels again. I forget why I never used them. I started using them a while, like in high school I used them a lot, but now I just don't use them that much, and honestly it's kind of sad and I want to get back into it. So anyway, I drew myself a rose. Last but not least, well, technically not last, I think, I have to rewrite the poem onto a piece of paper. So I'll put an insert of what the poem actually says in like a couple seconds, like now. Now we just fold, put it into the envelope, and seal her up, and we're done. Thank you guys for looking at me making a poem, and hopefully you like the poem, and you better have liked the poem, because otherwise I'm going to be very, very sad, and then you're going to make me cry, and okay, I'm just joking. Anyway, that was pathetic. Anyway. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video. Bye!